Lida Rajakari Jopatamje, De Jopatamje, Tuji, the Ringosota, take your Lama Chopa, Nayan Yam the Yamiki, Kapa Sunam Sason, the Lida, that's the Lama Chopa, check I can go to Chibandi, Machiga, or the Sinaniche, or that Ronka Lama Chopa, the Yungi Tung Chaton Diba, that's what Dr. Lama Mamu Song, the Society. Or take young, Nambi taking one, I say, great garglety, you know, they sexuality, Chela the Madaba, your jury, Yenata, that could take the don't have what on the knee, no water on your money, take no trouble about so.
So, Tashidelek, to everybody who's present here, and also Tashidelek to those who are participating online. It was a great opportunity for myself to practice the Guru Yoga together with all of you. It was a great opportunity to accumulate merits. Regarding the meaning of the Jigunka Guru Yoga of Jigten Sumgon, most of you know it very well. You understand the text and the meaning. Many great teachers have told me that this Guru Yoga of Jigten Sumgon is very profound, meaningful, and very deep. So, therefore, it is great that all of you could participate and listen to the teachings. I'm sure there have been mistakes in my explanations, inconsistencies, but that doesn't matter much as long as you understand the main points. So therefore, I confess the mistakes, the shortcomings.
That in Jashi, no hard question of the Shichibane, Nampa Sanji with the Malatari, some of Tawa Juba, the Juba, means of the Juba Sementini, three Nampa Sanji with them at the Tamati, didn't do your the really Santana Sunday, the little Trinchi Lama Juba Torna, Cutting Chibo, the Cutting Chibo, the Shigori, Lang Nipa, the Tamichu. control some the men are legend ratio, my legend machine, young of the share your money. Really, something when they are the Tawa your money, told them the Kawata your money taken. Jibri, they keep a hack on the Tani, the controls of work garden race. This Sanjay Chuda, get this Sanjay Yong Tisa, and Zambu Lenga number, they will take the Sanjay Shakata garden race. The chooks of the children, age of ration, oh, Rangarang Song Jokche, Rangarang Song Jokche, age of ration, Rangarang Talam Jimmy, later dropped to the city of the Jujameva, the sort of the Yongova. They, oh, Tarang, oh, Rangata, the late of ration, Saji Komang, top of the out. Rawan needed that legend de Machine, Rawan, top of the legend de Shiva, Rawan in Bati. There is some around Sajam Natari, Rawan de Lam Ditali, Legend de Latin, Jimdeshipe, the Rawan in the Sajak Omar Duktaba, they Tamil Chulatility, some Dibatavatari, the Trinchina Majuatona, some Zambeling, there is some Montanata, some tea, some jokes, some day the old young tea carrying dog. Oh. Something the main room carry to tell the kid tango edge.
So today, in the text, we are at the point where we recite the prayer for auspiciousness. And the text is by the power of the three chariots of the Sutra and Tantra vehicles, the assembly of kind lineage gurus, and so on. So the chariots of Sutra and Tantra and Tantra vehicles, this refers to all the teachings of the Buddha. All the teachings of the Buddha are divided into three lineages or three categories. First is called the lineage of the profound view. The second is called the lineage of vast conduct. And the third is the lineage of the practice and blessing. So in these three lineages of view, conduct, and blessing, all the teachings of the Buddha are included. And that's the meaning of the three chariots. The Buddha taught all these wonderful teachings for the benefit of sentient beings. Because of that, Buddha is extremely kind. The Dharma is extremely kind. The Sangha is extremely kind. Because with the help of Buddha and Buddha's teaching and the Sangha, it is possible for us to put an end to rebirth in samsara. It is possible to free ourselves from the lower realms. So therefore, because of our good fortune, we have met the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and we should always feel very happy. We should feel rejoiced and feel grateful to the Buddha, Buddha Shakyamuni. By following the teachings of Buddha Shakyamuni, we can practice the Dharma. Dharma actually means the law of cause and effect, karma and result. So if we understand the law of karma and result very well, then we can say we understand the Dharma. If we create the karma, then the karma brings consequences, and there's nothing we can do about that. When the karma has already been created, we can purify, but the karma is created, so there will be some result. So therefore, if we are good in following the law of karma, cause and effect, then we can become independent. That is the idea of being free. The freedom comes from knowing the law of karma and result. And in that way, as we progress, it is possible to attain enlightenment with the help of the Dharma. And and then if you look at the text, it says the assembly of kind lineage lamas. So the three jewels and the lamas, they are kind because they are full of love and compassion for us and for all sentient beings. So therefore, it is important to always watch your own mind and see, do you have love, do you have compassion for all sentient beings? Observe again and again and keep making efforts to generate love and compassion.
Lam say yung te here tan zambeling da lama geishin rela to ka te do pe no salman tromba tu boche so jar boche ta te la to ba thank you body la tini kimpo jimin bo to la so ba lama ka te do lama te genu ka te do te tam chi te oh te say yung te lam say yung te de genu cha re yo re o te tam chi te kang ko le lama ko re Lama de Gangre de Lama say yung the Dune, Lama Tama so Dodo de Rananga Tavalama de Datagori. Rananga Tavalama de say, go to some Tamaranga Lama, Rag Tavalama Tagado. There is a Hanyam, the Sawasima Lama Jogado. Lami one could give me out in a Tirangate, or Nang Tavalama de Ragadi, Santo Jula Tiena. 강리들이 마치 지금 자료접들이 용띠 요래 배라 달롱라서 왜냐면 이제는 배는 거는 뭐 제대로 민나라와 이제 도자 탐지 꿀막 방아들이 우세 쪽에 다다 대단히 자야 대통수 자는 뭐 제대 워싱턴 배는 거기서 뭔가는 야이 디테나서 송도 타마 탐지 대타지 취했잖아 오라고 접들로 대다야 줄마 방에 자료접다 봐요 답을 출했어요 요래 줄빵 마고 가시 주지 주걸로 잡 탐지라더니 제들라 그 말을더니 당장 부담도 받고 통례들이 랑지 동이 접대다들 람바교식이 주발린 탐라 들이 랑지 동이 년도 저 들이 말아리베 송원데 이렇게 나타지를 말아리베 동이 저 바로 나지 Muram Savalorme, Muram Sabji del Muram Maraka top just over the top Monday, don't you do a parallel? Rando the Chukuja Thompson, you don't say Tabjet theatre, Matalago, Suki theatre, Machi Tokuyori, theatre, Tetamti, Lama Gavin, the Rangtavla Matilda, the Rangtavla, the Kanga, the Togla, Lama Tok de Carade, Lama Tok de Samti, Samti, Lama Samti, the Ranga Samti, Chiparade. Oh, there's something that is something that I'm sure. Matia, Jeff Tap. Oh, Jeff Manamba Tap, they on go to the top of the top of choose by the day. Donna Sancho said, Jeff Tap, they some honality. They did it, number of money to go away. Or say, Lam, the hawk or something. The rag something you so much young. They got pick of money. The Calais, now it's what I'm paying already. Nangalamati, Zongtopori, Nangalama Sancho, Lama Sancho, and so on.
So when we talk about the guru or the lama, so there are outer qualities of lamas, lamas who are outer lamas. The outer lama means all the lamas that we know, such as the late Zulmang Trungpa Rinpoche and Sogyal Rinpoche and Khenpo Jigme Phuntsok and so on. There have been many great teachers. they are extremely kind because they guided thousands of disciples, thousands of sanghas out with love, with compassion, with wisdom. So you should think about all of that qualities of the outer lamas. And when you do the Guru Yoga practice, subsume all these great lamas from all traditions into your root guru, which is the main figure in the practice of Guru Yoga. That means you should be able to see all the great lamas within within your root lama in the practice of Guru Yoga. Then there is the inner lama. The inner lama refers to the three roots. The lama, the idam, and the dakini, Guru Deva Dakini. So this inner lama is the lama from whom you receive the tantric empowerments and transmissions and pit instructions. If you follow such teachings properly on the basis of bodhicitta, and then it is possible to attain enlightenment quickly, attain the rainbow body, and so on, as the great masters such as Guru Rinpoche and Milarepa and so on have taught. I have seen in Washington some kind of collection of teachings by Sogyal Rinpoche, the late Sogyal Rinpoche, and in which he has explained quite extensively about the attainment of rainbow body through such practice. So, so therefore, we should all rejoice in the fact that we have found such a precious human life, and we should think of that as an opportunity to benefit ourselves and others. If we do that, then we can receive the blessing of the root lama and the lineage. Gradually, we can attain the Dharma kaya for the benefit of ourselves, and the Rupa kayas like Sambho kaya and Nimana kaya for the benefit of others. And that should be the prayer, and that should be our aspiration. Just having knowledge about all this is not enough. Only the knowledge is not enough to open our eyes. So therefore, it is important to practice and cultivate what you know through practice, and realize how the lama's heart or mind is the embodiment of love and compassion for all sentient beings, and the same love and compassion is already present within our minds. We just have to realize, we just have to uncover that. So when we do that, then the kindness of the Lama and the kindness we develop through practice become one and the same. And because of that, we say, may bodhicitta arise when it is not arisen, may it not decline after it is arisen, and so on. So therefore, in addition to knowing the qualities of the outer Lama, it is important to also know the inner Lama, which is bodhicitta.
Sang sem yung di tai ke ge gong zhe, sang wa sem de ha guo yung di qi bo yo le, da da lama de o mi le shi, o mi nang li o lama ge song tok de, mi nang ji ge ja xie ya da, sem de da jin yi yo le shi de ma le. Lama de ge ge sang wa de, ja tu de ji li de ge guo le de nang de. 今天的各种的杀多技能呢，这样的甚至同这个，各地他这个没下头点嘛来的，家土到个过来是，一旦今天的过来，各上啊还好个嘛，上个上啊点吧，你觉得怎么点了没吧？觉得我点吧，上个月的，怎么还好上了？你们个人去是嘛，上个月的，但上个上啊这个哩。我都就这了，没把人的动，他们当年个动作怎么样的？就这当年就这的做法是，当年就这的当法是，我听到了书里面，什么上话的，突然上话的他，空了吧的，俺老板上了，咱们这3个月没事，没去审计管理的，像龙茶送，像龙的小个的3个的3个做的，这大中国的。没这块的是，上地上的这个上，但是突然上话的嘞，或者大或者也没这下高的，第3话说就下高了，这他们用这里下高的，这他们用这下高的，突然上话就下高上了，这一些的，那么的人是这个的差不多了，这当过的看的，做了3把车没见了。他说俺那么3把车，俺10几岁年纪头，俺那么找的是。这里3把车就大白把车。这里参加这边那路通了，这里甚至哪怕到车我这里，这那么多人参加都车嘛，那么甚至那个是看看没有下过头了的，突然上我这20没被去搞这多了，这里大家就得什么兄弟，那个车么说那么那些参加都这个的。这个忘记不搞了，我问你个上，我问你个的了，参加什么啥上？这没哪里把个把谁找个能力，把谁找上的，把谁按人下了开始上的，在为参加没你别让个谁的这一堆上，没哪里别上的，把谁找呢？在为让个下不了他下就怕的什么，让个谁个内容多了。这里希腊的帕拉的什么在这里的，然后全部内陆的马多了，cả thế lốp dòng chế này, tao như đi điều này, chú khi bà đấy thì, nếu khi bà mà đấy thì xem cho bà nó sử dụng bà đấy, thì ta thông cái sao hạ cổ rồi, thế làm mà ta sẽ dễ bị hạ cổ rồi, thế tôi tốt rồi đấy, nếu mà thế là thế này, thế sẽ chỉ tao như mà gạt ra mà rồi, mà sẽ mà vô dụng rồi, mấy cái lên sau rồi thì, sẽ tôi rồi, thế tao làm mà dùng thì, sao dùng thì sắp thì hạ cổ rồi, thế làm mà dùng này, 뭐지마 보고 빵 거래 돼.
And then we have in the text the qualities of the three secrets of the Lama. So the secret of the body of the Lama is that in terms of appearance, the Lama looks like a human being with the body, speech, and mind, with the mind, and with the perception of self and other. That is only that is how we perceive. But in reality, the Lama is deity, like Avalokiteshvara. So therefore, we visualize the Lama in the practice as a Lama who has a body of rainbow, meaning a body which is not solid but which is transparent and not concrete substance. And then comes the secret of the Lama's speech. The Lama, when we hear the teachings, it sounds like words and normal communication. But the secret of the teaching or speech of the Lama is the teaching of the two truths. It is the Lama's teaching is about emptiness and the law of cause and effect. So that is the secret of the Lama's speech. Then the secret of the Lama's mind is In reality, the Lama's wisdom or mind and our mind are not different. They are in essence one and the same. The difference, temporary difference between the Lama's mind and our mind is like the difference between the ice and water. When the ice melts, it becomes water, and there is no division. Likewise, when we cultivate, when we practice the Dharma, ultimately the mind of the disciple and the mind of the Lama become one. So that is the secret of the Lama's mind. And when we realize that realization or that knowing is named as wisdom or primordial wisdom. So when we practice immeasurable compassion for all sentient beings, that ultimately leads us to the realization of the sameness of the Lama and the disciple. So through that way, we can also realize the selflessness of person and phenomena, realize the Mahamudra, and attain the Dharmakaya, which is limitless, just like space. And because of this, because there is no real ultimate distinction between the Lama and the disciple, because from the point of view of the ultimate truth, there is no distinction, no division. For this reason, the great yogi Milarepa has said that if you fail to realize the true nature of the mind, the mode of existence of the mind, then you may be very well educated, well learned, but still it is not possible to attain the pragyana paramita, which means the perfection of wisdom. The perfection of wisdom is the realization of the true nature of one's own mind. If we do not have that, then the knowledge, the understanding is not good enough.
네, 라마다라 제4제수들의 타 예수의 로마 잡되면은 라마도 지시 예배하고로 오 지시 라마에서 대다 가르쳐 내하고서 내도 내 준성 약보다는 내 준성사 많이 소리 빠져 놓으리 오지 용디에 만들어 약보서는 시랍고 때문에 시랍도 니게지를 때문에 되게 처리 제대로 말해서 내려들이 좀 제발하면서 제발하면서 말 강해지 누구네 이제 시랍도 팔아서 뭐 염치 뭐 시랍도 팔아서 마되나 시랍도 팔아 염치 뭐 시랍도 뭐 가르도서 막 가리 죽고 염치 뭐 사지 삼체가 아마래야 돼 사지에 집어서 강리도 샘리도 샘고 이제니 남가도 죽고 염치 뭐 가리 남가래야 돼 대 샘코로 남가다 원래 샘이 포대지가 쓴 거요래 샘든 초롱나 드린 고와 창한 거래 좋아대 좋았으나 다이 차롱 쇼들이 장소를 줘도 양 차롱 양 장소 줘대 거기서 기다려 때 답들이 자기 때 하고서 오 염죄를 하면 잡아서 진실한 말집에 라니 섭든나 저들 뒤에서 시비돼 봐예서 진실을 말하고서 오저 만나와 참말 라마가더니 배는 강식을 배는 유모보 시당들 등에 집어도 샤르라 오 땅아 등에 집어도 사마 오 등에 가리 하고 두제 오 등에 가 레세 그 요레스 바터 오지 가리서 찌르마가 독라가데 독은 뭐지 레긴제 찌르니 멍통한 별송으로 와 오 등에 약보레스 나 샤키세 내 다도 되나게 등에 약보레 등에 세가베 가서 살에 오 대저거들이 제시를 때 제시를 나도 나는 들으라고 나시작을 들어 제시에 받아서 제시로 제시려고 이 가려야 되네 시합을 먹었지 사도 영제발 나무 라마도 제시에 매바 제시거든 제시들 라마리 서로 대약술에 대시제 대다원에 얘나 들 상승을 어디서 계급공을 대용 대는 때문에 계급들 샘들이 어디 샘지 탐색해요 샘지 탐색들이 나한테 너무 원래 좋은데 사발 사적 샘지 사적 샘지들이 다음에 받쳐들이 저런 양쪽으로 템 톡도 라고 재미에 딱 깨달은 때도 하고는 들이 석진 좋은 것도 까지 좋고 사자집의 동서 샘지 탐색 상제래 이제내 상제 내장 내가 자동차도 남지 상제다 잡지는 레고다 셔서 대는 잡을는데 대다가 참아 삼티 진짜잖아 조과자지 동요 말이 째질고 동요 말 누구다는 동요 말이 답지 시와다와 예노 제제 방와 집이 제제 봐 ramji gelong do cha ngo yo le ti ha ko le ti yong ti ti ta do de le cho bu to ba la se ble ni ji me ba se se ni tri che che ta ba ji chu ta che che to ba gom ta ni mong me ba ti te do cha ngo le ti se da bu ne kan lo ge bi chin le yo ba ne da chu ba ko wa ne da ko wa ne je ti sa wa le ta chi we le 습지는 편반 타자 누구를 빼는 남들 못다 좀 삼지 같이 습지는 피거든 그 습지 생부 습지 피고서는 산지는 제발이 시작시 제 사제사와 제들 내때 막 해보 때문에 뭐이 아멘이 또가다 용대 뭐저들이 되지 시랍 대상제래 시랍 되게 뭐 때문에 장물 부지 가르쳐거든요 기타까지 시에요 네 드리트렌티는 참 요게 돈 지시라만 하고 그래 이 시작시 사제사 와가지고 참아도 사제래 사제 주바래 사제 주바 맞아 요말 샘네 맞아 우체가 샘 코랑 사제에 매들이 됐다고 차대요 이들이 사제 요것이 하고 때 가도 때라고 샘도 때라고 샘도 가래 샘 가래 나진인지 너가 나진이 매와 돈은 이 차당자가 돼 주문에 샘제 때 코로로 답감도 남도 총가 샘지라지 통서 남도 가로 뒤 깜짝이오래서 되게 제목이고래서 따라봐서 말해 제 첩호가 값은 가올 뒤져야래서 내 모습이 죽어서 상제래서 말람가가 뒤져야래서 말람을 살고 있으니 이 속가 값을 살고 요래서 용도가 값을 대화 치고 살을 네가 이제 시작해요. 대 무슨 따로냐 메이케는더니 잘로 잡고요. 그래서 때라 तरपाक्सों सेम चीज़ तताते नेतृत्व तताते
So ultimately, Lama is your own mind, like it is said in the refuge to this, taking refuge in the seven taras, the text. In that one stanza says, "May I be protected by the mother who is the goddess of mindfulness." If we have the mindfulness, that can eliminate our grasping at the self. From that we can develop wisdom. From that we can develop compassion. Mindfulness is the essence of the deity. It is the wisdom itself, and therefore the wisdom attained through mindfulness is referred to as the mother, because that is from where the Buddhas of all times manifest. Therefore we also call that wisdom the great mother Dharmakaya, because all the Buddhas are born from that. The samsara and nirvana, this division is very superficial. Both samsara and nirvana are manifest from the mind. When we are confused about the nature of the mind, we have the experience of samsara. When we realize the nature of the mind, that is nirvana. So when our mind is, when we are confused about the true nature of our mind, then we are similar to the ice. And when we realize its true nature, it is like the ice melt and become water. So therefore, mindfulness is the most important Lama, as it is also taught in the 37 Bodhisattva practice. In samsara, sentient beings experience a lot of suffering because of afflictive emotions such as anger, attachment, and so forth. So when sentient beings suffer, then they become very depressed, thinking that why me? Why am I suffering? And that make them feel very sad and depressed, and even sometimes people go to the extent of committing suicide. But the skillful way to deal with that is whenever you face this kind of situation, suffering and depression and some problems, you should feel this is a purification of my karma. This is an opportunity to get rid of my own karmas. And this we can do. This you can do if your inner Lama, which is the mindfulness, is available for you. So therefore, Patul Rinpoche has said that I'm not happy when I am. When life is enjoyable, I'm not happy. When life is miserable, I'm happy. Because in the misery, Patul Rinpoche could see the purification. So therefore, whenever you are facing a challenge, problem, suffering, think of that situation as if you are in an operation theater to get healed. So therefore, if you think like that, then half of the tension will be gone. The half of the tension is because of the question, why am I suffering? Why me? So therefore, it becomes much simpler and easier to face or deal with the suffering you are going through. So that is the power of mindfulness, and therefore mindfulness is the inner Lama. In short, when we develop this inner Lama, then we can eliminate or we can undermine our grasping at the self. We can control our clinging, and from that we can develop bodhicitta, and we can destroy the division between self and other, and we can feel equal between each other, equal to each other. So in this way, ultimately, when our mind becomes completely free from the division between self and other, all these dualistic divisions, and then we realize Mahamudra. Mahamudra means the basic nature of all of us, which is Buddha. And that can be realized through this kind of practice. When you reach to these levels of realization, you see no reason to be in conflict with others. There is no ground for that. And when you realize that, then by nature or spontaneously you become a bhikshu, like a monk or an ordained person. Because the ordained person means somebody who gets rid of harming others, who gets rid of every kinds of harm on others. So when you realize Mahamudra in this manner, then automatically or spontaneously, whatever you do is not harmful. Whatever you do is beneficial. So therefore, you become peaceful, kind for all sentient beings. And that is the spontaneous, that is the way of being a monk or an ordained or a bhikshu, spontaneously. So the wish to benefit other sentient beings, the interest or wish to benefit other sentient beings, that is very intelligent, and that is wisdom, and wisdom is Buddha. So because of that, Jigten Sumgon has said that everything that you do with wisdom is an activity of the Buddha. So in short, your mindfulness is your Lama, your Guru. If you realize this, then you can also see everything in samsara and nirvana are nirmanakayas of the Buddha. All the qualities of the Buddhas are present within our mind. And when we transcend the duality between self and other, when all the discursive thoughts subside, when we see the nature of the mind, then we can attain complete liberation from samsara. And Tilopa describes 3 moments in which that are like 3 important moments in which one can attain such a realization. One is at the time of death. That is a moment in which one can attain Dharmakaya. In the dream state, and also in the practice of union, male and female union, through the practice of channel, wind, and so forth. So relatively, when you practice the Dharma, it is important to get rid of harming others and rather meditate on the equality between self and other. And in this way, when you attain the realization of Mahamudra, then that will become limitless compassion for all sentient beings, in which there is no division between self and other. And this much is for today. So I have an appeal to all Dharma practitioners in the world to recite the dedication chapter from the Bodhisattva Charyavatara in this year for the benefit of all sentient beings, to say the aspiration prayers as we find in the 10th chapter of Bodhisattva Charyavatara. So when you recite this chapter and pray, you can visualize that you are not alone in the prayer. You are accompanied the Buddhas of the past, present, and future. And with this kind of visualization, recite in this year the prayer we find in the 10th chapter of Bodhisattva Charavatara.
쭉 문안도 무시라 금상 문안도 대진 강도 동다지 과차요.
So if somehow you cannot, if you don't have the 10th chapter Bodhisattva Charavatara, then you can recite the Samantabhadra prayer. They are one and the same.
So this concludes our summer teaching event, and we are beyond words grateful to His Eminence Garchen Rinpoche for teaching us about how to properly do the Lama Chopa practice, how to properly devote ourselves to a qualified guru, and how essential that is to our practice and our progress on the path. So this is an offering to you, Rinpoche, on behalf of everybody here, our collective offering and the offering from the center. So we thank you so much. We also want to offer gratitude and thanks to Khenpo Tempel for coming all the way from Austria to translate for Garchen Rinpoche and for bestowing your really wonderful, illuminating teachings on the Guru Sadhana practice and doing the Q&A. So thank you so, so much. And then we want to thank our visiting Lama, Tashi Tsering, for attending the last 2 days. Thank you. And we want to thank our resident Lama, Khenpo Tenzin, for doing our umzing and the teachings on the space expanse supplication, very profound guru prayer, and the question and answers, and also for bestowing the refuge vows. Thank you so much, Khenpo. And we want to thank Khenpo Tupsang for attending and helping us with our practice. And thank you to Ani Samten for all of her incredible devotion and assistance to Garchen Rinpoche. And we want to thank Ani Dagme for being the Chopin for the event. And thank you to Darcy for doing the English umzang. And we can't do any of our events without our devoted staff. So I want to thank Elizabeth for her tireless work to make everything run smoothly. And we thank Tom for doing the live stream so everyone online can join in and benefit. And we thank Judah for making sure all of our facilities run smoothly here during this hot weather. And we thank Mary in the office who handles all of our registration. And thank you to everyone in the kitchen who's working really hard in this heat to provide beautiful, nourishing food for us all. And then, of course, we thank all of our volunteers who work and serve here with beautiful hearts. So thank you all for coming. And thank you everyone online for joining. And we wish you good practice and to see you again soon. Take care.